What's up, guys? EA SunPower hybrid inverter. This thing's really cool. So this one's a 24 volt 3.2 kilowatt. It's inverter charger hybrid setup, and what it's actually doing at the moment, it's connected to a old battery bank that I'm just basically wearing out before I recycle them. So it's not great. It kind of statics down to like the mid 24s really quickly as soon as the sun goes down. But the thing with this is I can just pile as many solar panels as I want onto it. We're about to add a bunch to it because summer months now, and they're already on the roof. I just need to actually wire them up and use them. So there's only about 650, well, it's 800 watts, but it's about 650 is what we normally get out of them. They're 18 volt panels, they're only small, so we're only normally getting about 20 volts a panel, open circuit kind of thing for the MPPT to work with, so it's not high enough. But we're just using old hardware to wear it out, essentially. I get these for about 300 bucks on eBay. I'm going to buy a couple more and probably rack these together. They're really cheap. So what we've got going on at the moment is we've got AC power coming in from a 2,500 watt inverter on my big solar system in the shed. It's just literally connected via extension lead to this inverter's input, which when you look at the thing here, you've got solar, you've got generator, that's what that one stands for. So the sine wave is like shore power. So we've got shore power coming in and bypassing to the load, so the light globes your load. We've got shore power coming in to the rectifier, and it's charging the battery. It's not actually, because the battery's full. I've got solar coming in, going to the charge controller and charging the battery. We've also got the inverter's output putting power out to the load. So what that ends up doing, even though this is on solar up in the shed running off another battery and an inverter, I've got an air conditioner running off this. It's in dehumidifier mode though. An air conditioner and a PC. We're only using 300 watts there. When the air conditioner kicks back in, it will not just pull all of its power from the grid source. Now that the battery is full, this battery is full, it'll actually source power from the solar panels array and feed that in as a grid tie. Here we go. That big jump, so we got up 800 watts. That's the compressor just kicked back in on the air compressor, on the air conditioner. Good timing for the video. So we're now pushing out 233 volts from the output inverter up in the shed, and this solar array, you see here, is going through the inverter to the load. So we've got solar to load helping out. So if I actually had a meter on that AC in, or enough solar, that AC in is classified as inverter or grid charging, whatever. It's not going to take all of that. So it's using less power from the back solar setup because we've got 500 watts here. So we're only using 4 amps to keep these batteries full, which isn't much, because like that's 24 volts, 190, 190, 190, so it's like 600 amp hours, and that's a 150 24 volt pack. So it's nothing. So that 500 watts is ending up on my AC out to my appliance. Isn't that the coolest thing ever? So it gives me, these crap batteries can stay full so that when the sun goes down, they last a bit longer overnight. The crappy solar panels that aren't really good, they're 180 or 200 watt 18 volt panels, like they're a caravan panel. They're not great for what I want, but I got them dirt cheap and they're on a rack, so I'll put them up. They're doing something. This is cheap as chips, 300 bucks. It's a charge control. It's a 3000 watt charge controller. It has 3000 watts rated charging power, so 80 amps charging, and up to 450 volts DC input, and it's full MPPT, and it's got a 60 amp AC charger. So when you've got a generator running, we can charge on AC at 60 amps. And it does around 3000 watts as the inverter. It does a kettle, can do a toaster, can do a microwave, runs and starts an air conditioner, and normally runs my PC and all, your charging and stuff like that. This, for such a stupidly cheap setup with old hardware and poorly done, is great value for money, guys. I recommend getting yourselves one of these. Only thing I'd change, should be a fuse holder on the wall between the, there should be a switch for the solar incoming, and there should be a fuse holder on the wall for battery to inverter, just in case anything ever went wrong. Obviously things we can change. Wiring's disgusting, but it's just old crap that's poked together. Once these are all recycled at my local recycling yard, because their capacity is completely diminished, they can all go and it doesn't really matter. This is just an example. If you were to get this and a 400 amp lithium iron phosphate battery set up, plugged into this, and just any old panels you can get your hands on cheap, this is gonna perform for you. I really should have a kilowatt hour meter on the output of this, because I'll be making a lot more power than I probably realise. Thanks for watching. If you've got any questions, fire away. I'll try and answer them the best I can. For your comment, yes, it's rough. It's also temporary. I'm not endorsing the fact that it's not rough. It's just is what it is, and it's working. So nothing's connected to the grid, to be clear. This is a hybrid solar inverter. The power coming in isn't from the grid, it is coming in from another solar system. Catch us on the next one. Take it easy. Right, quick addition to that. This is the aircon unit. It's a Kaden. Kaden brand. It's sold at Reese in Australia. It got poked through the wall here before we do renovations, just for cheap heat pump. It's $1,000. It's reverse cycle. Oh no, like $900. It's reverse cycle. It's just on dry mode at the moment, so it just ticks over. Heat pump kicks in and out. It rips all the moisture out of the house while providing some nice fresh cool air. Very cheap, very effective. I'd love to get one that was an inverter startup. The only thing is it's a bit of a rough start, and then yeah, PC runs off it as well. So you've got a lot more storage because you're combining a couple of smaller systems, but it also allows you to just use some older equipment, get some older equipment out, get it working. Yeah, kicks out. It's more timed as well. It's more of a low airflow, cools the coil down really cold, tries to stick as much moisture to the coil as it can, and then once the coil's saturated, it'll time off, leave the fan running, moisture will drop off the coil, the way it goes. Yeah, I've had this for nearly 2 years, and it goes pretty much all the time in winter because it's cheap to run. It uses about 900 watts in most of the time in operation. A little bit less as it's firing up, and a little bit less when the fan speed's low. But it's a great supplemental heater for my little house. Just kicked out there. And yeah, does its thing. So yeah, it's a Kaden. If you're in Australia, Reese Plumbing sell these. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.